So this week I took and passed the FAA CFR, what is it called? FAA 14 CFR Part 107. Basically, it's the license to commercially operate a small unmanned aerial vehicle, aka a drone, for profit. This allows you to film concerts or events, or for real estate listings, take pictures and videos, things like that. I thought it would be an awesome license to have. Ariel and I do a lot of filmmaking for her consulting business, so it just totally made sense. There is a test that you have to take, and I was pretty intimidated by the test. Spoiler alert, nothing about drones. And so I decided to put together a quick video about how I studied, because I got an 87. Hold on, I'll show you. Look at how official this is. Official. 87, pass, I passed. I passed the test, and so can you. Number one, you have to study. This is not a test that you can just go in and take without studying. It's actually pretty simple how I studied and how I'm going to tell you to study. Fail it, it costs $150 to take it, and you have to pay that again to take it again. Not worth it. Just study, take it the first time. It's not that hard. If you've ever studied for a test in high school, you could probably pass this with no issues at all. So there's a guy named Tony Northrup. He has an awesome channel in general. It's about photography. He's written some amazing best-selling books. I'll put his channel right here. He published an amazing study guide for this test. It's about an hour and a half long, and it goes over everything you need to know. I watched it a couple times before the test, and then I watched it one time right before the test to get everything back into my brain. He also published an awesome study guide. I'll link that down below. I use that to form my notes sheet for the test. He put some free practice tests on there, appendices. His video is amazing. Go like and subscribe to his channel because he's doing everyone a huge service by putting that awesome video up. I'll put it right here. Now, the FAA also published a study guide. It's not very good. I'll put a link here to it as well. I didn't use it that much, but some people do. Tony Northrop's study guide is way better. Take your own notes, though. Make your own notes sheet. I did that as well. Hold on, I may have that. Here's what my notes sheet looked like. It's not that much information. It's a little bit of information, but it's not that much. It's not stuff you didn't... Look, I even color-coded some stuff. Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo. That's airspace. That's something that's huge on the test, but we'll get there. There's also something that you'll get to use on the test. The FAA calls it Chart Supplement 8082 Golf. It's a big book that basically has all the answers to the test in it, but you need to be familiar with it beforehand so you know where to flip to get those answers. 8082 Golf. The best part of 8082 Golf is that it does have like cheat sheets. You can there's a lot of the information on there. You just have to know how to use it before going into the test. So study with 8082 Golf and you will do well using it during the test. So the three things that I think you should focus on, the three things that kind of tripped me up, the reason I got an 87 instead of a perfect 100 because I do perfect on everything else. That was a joke, by the way. Number one, airspace. I was pretty good with airspace. I was not perfect with airspace. This is a sectional chart. Reading sectional charts is a huge part of the test. I actually did okay with that one, but you need to know a lot about airspace. There is a tower sticking up in one part of the airspace. Does the top of that tower fall into one of the tiers of airspace? So you need to know how to do those calculations. And you also need to be aware of, on the sectional charts, if things are referring to how high it is above the ground level or how high it is above the sea level. There's usually both numbers on there. Just be sure to look over that. The second thing you need to study up on that kind of tripped me up is radio communication. 8082 Golf tells you a little bit about this. Tony Northrup tells you a little bit about this, but just look it up. Find out the channels for, and I'm not going to go into what these mean, Unicom, CTAF, AWOS, AWOT? Maybe that's not one of them. On aviation sectional charts, each airport is going to have a bunch of different frequencies. You need to know what each of those means. It's going to ask you, if you're flying into an airport, which radio frequency would you tune into to listen to what traffic is around if there's no tower. So the last thing, number 3, that I think you really need to look over again before you go take the test that sort of tripped me up is weather. Most drones aren't even waterproof, so you wouldn't fly them if there's anything but perfect weather. However, it does teach you a lot about what's a stable or an unstable air mass, and there's different rules about how close you can fly to clouds. and things like that. Know what is an unstable air mass, know what is a stable air mass, and know what happens when they kind of mix. There's some great YouTube videos. I learned everything I ever needed to know, I've learned from YouTube. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. I'm gonna do some more fun videos, but I really wanted to help you guys out and give you some awesome links to know so that you can pass this test too, and you can use your drones to make a little money, because if you can make money, you can buy more better drones, and that's better for everybody because you get to put awesome YouTube videos on YouTube for me to watch, and I love that. So go make some awesome videos, take the test, do awesome on the test, leave me a comment if you like it, subscribe, more videos coming soon.